Pastor Lou. When I was thinking of coming up here, I thought, I just want to look around and see everyone who's here. What happy, happy memories. This thing's dancing around. I think it's okay. So, life is amazing. Dan Canola sitting next to me, and we've known each other for many years, worked together, and we were looking at those pictures and saying, can you believe it? You young'uns will say that one day. But right now you think, huh? What do you mean by that? Well, in 1985, we came to 84, 85, I'm not real good with dates. And we decided to have, making this just very brief, we decided to have a Christian school, or the Lord led that way. And Mel and Judy Verhulst opened their garage to us in Cardiff. So I thought we had 12 students, but the report says 22. So let's say we had 15. and Mel and Judy Verhulst sitting right here, we renovated the garage, and they had a big, beautiful basement that had led out to. So off we start with our Christian school, only to find out in a few months, you know the NIMBY thing, not in my backyard? We ran into that. Somebody didn't want us there, one of the neighbors. So she went to the municipality, and they came and told us that we needed to not be there. So that's when my husband went, and Keith Avery, and he went, and the Lord led us to the mall, which is where we are to this day. But let me tell you, when we went to the mall, Mei-Ling will remember, the mall was this wide. We rented one bay, and it was the one, I think, right next to the laundromat or the restaurant. And it was really skinny. And I remember as staff, we'd have to meet sideways because we just didn't have room. And so the next year, the Lord was good to us, and we rented another bay so we could meet dead on and pass and so on. And then I remember one day there was a daycare center at the end of the big part where, you know, where the gym, sort of Pastor Lou's office, that big room. It was the daycare center, and my husband said to me one day, he said, you know, dear, I think, why don't those guys just move out? And so we said, yeah, let's pray. And it was no time. There was a knock on his door. We're moving out. Do you guys want it? So then we had the entire rest of the bay. And, you know, when this lady reported us and said she didn't want us in Cardiff, then we went to the mall. It was sort of a Joseph story. What seemed like sort of awful became quite a blessing. So we're thankful for that. And 2 minutes, maybe 3. Anyway, would you tell me no? I just want to tell you this because it's so good. I was then a supervisor in our Christian school for about 5 years, 4 or 5 years. And in life we have so many wonderful experiences, but that to me was one of the highlights of my life, was working as a supervisor in the Primary Learning Center. And there are so many good stories I could tell you, and they're just really good. I also taught grade 1 for 1 year, and I'm going to tell you who my students were. Lisa Jeske, Sharon Nobert, little Shara, she's a young woman now, and my grandson Keith John Agri, who is now becoming a carpenter in Regina. But last and not least, Daniel Fraser, that bright little one, and Marcus Fisher, who is now a young man, having coffee with his grade 1 teacher and loving the Lord and walking on with purpose in the Lord. Do I feel rewarded? For no reason. I mean, I didn't do much. But I feel rewarded and blessed to see these guys. And Marcus, you just bless me, and so does Daniel. It's wonderful. But I'll tell you one thing about working in the center. One day I had to discipline a little girl. She was in grade 2. And Elisa Shan. She said I could do this. So I talked with her mom. She said, yeah, you need to discipline. I don't remember what it was, Elisa, and that's good, isn't it? So off we went. I really didn't like doing this. So off we went to the principal's office, and we sat down, and we did our little thing, and Elisa cried, and we hugged, and we prayed, and then off she went. But I stayed back and had a little whimper myself, because I felt badly. She was so sweet and so diligent. And then I went out to the Learning Center, and up went the supervisor's flag. As soon as I came in, it was Elisa. So I went to her, and I thought, she probably hates me. So I went, and she said, here, I made this for you. And it was a little tiny, about 5 millimeter by 5 millimeter little card. She used to draw with a mechanical pencil, and on the card was a little cowboy boot, and all decorated. She used to do that just so perfectly. But then I opened the card, and she printed, to Mrs. Avery, the best teacher, I love you. Oh. And so I knelt down beside her and I said, Elisa, I really needed this card today. She said, oh. And she picked up her pencil and went to work. There's just so many good memories. Dan Pinol's 2 daughters, they were such wonderful girls. If I ever needed help, they were always there, and on and on and on. And so I feel abundantly blessed.